Good morning, TESOF Trojans. This is Miss Alvarez, the mental health professional. Today, this month we're celebrating Native American Heritage Month for November. We're going to go over a few facts and talk about a few activists. November is Native American Heritage Month, or as it's commonly referred to as American Indian and Alaska Native Heritage Month. The month is a time to celebrate rich and diverse cultures, traditions, and histories, and to acknowledge the important contributions of the Native people. In September 1915, the president of the Congress of the American Indian Association worked with the goal of making American Indian Day observed across the nation. He also fought for U.S. citizenship for Native Americans. It wasn't until 1924 that all Native Americans were granted citizenship after Congress enacted the Indian Citizenship Act. In 1976, Congress passes a resolution to declare a week for awareness for American Indians. It wasn't until 2009 when Barack Obama issues a declaration to assign November as National Native American Month. In 2019, there were 324 distinct federally recognized Native American land reservations. There were once more than 300 indigenous languages spoken in the United States, with only 175 remaining. The most popular of these languages is the Navajo, with about 170,000 speakers. In World War I and World War II, Native Americans played a significant role as code talkers. They recruited these Navajo young men to make this code in the Navajo language. They called it the Unbreakable Code. The men never got recognized when they got back for what they did until years later. Their instrumental impact remained classified until 2002, when Congress acknowledged and celebrated the efforts of these brave soldiers, saying that at a time when Native Americans were discouraged from practicing their native culture, a few brave men used their cultural heritage, their language, to help change the course of history. Today, there are currently 574 federally recognized Native American tribes. California, Arizona, and Oklahoma are home to the largest number of Native Americans, according to the 2010 census. Native American tribes have what is called tribal sovereignty, which means that they have the right to govern themselves similar to a state government. Listed here are the 10 largest Native American tribes. The Navajo have an annual nation fair, as you can see in the photo. Our first activist is Nathan Phillips. Born in Nebraska, he spent his first 5 years in the Omaha Nation tribal home. He was then raised in the foster care system. At the end of the 20th century, Nathan Phillips was working to create a foster care system run by American Indians for American Indian children to help them gain an appreciation for their heritage. He's also the co-founder and former director of the Native Youth Alliance, a group aiming to uphold traditional culture and spiritual ways for future Native Americans. He's a Native American activist who was among those leading the Standing Rock protests in 2016 and 2017 against the construction of the oil pipeline in North Dakota. Audria Simpson, a member of the Mohawk tribe, is a scholar and professor at Columbia University who focuses on the politics of recognition, specifically in the Mohawk struggles in keeping their legal and cultural rights. Her book, Mohawk Interrupts, was celebrated by Indigenous studies scholars as a critical addition to education on tribal, community, and national identity. Philip Yenyo, an activist and executive director of the state of Ohio's chapter of the American Indian Movement. Philip Yenyo has dedicated a significant amount of time and money to protesting the use of Chief Wahoo mascot by the Cleveland Indians. Philip Yenyo has said, "I think our people and others have come to realize that this caricature of our people as a red-faced, smiling savage does great harm to us and our culture, and has done so for many years. This image most sport teams are named after animals, and they put us in the same category. We're human beings, we're still a living culture, and we still exist. In 2008 to 18, the logo and name was changed to the Cleveland Guardians for the Major League Baseball team. And lastly, Madonna Thunderhawk, born on the Yaqueton Sioux Reservation, a Native American civil rights activist, best known for the leader in the American Indian movement and an organizer against the Dakota Access Pipeline. She co-founded the American Indian organization Women of All Red Nations, an organization that focuses on issues affecting American Indian women and serves as an organizer and tribal liaison for the Lakota People's Law Project, which partners with Native communities to protect sacred lands, safeguard human rights, promote sustainability, and reunite Indigenous families.